If you've been going to the gym consistently for more than 2 years and you actually look like it, you already have the most important skill to become a successful investor. Not financial literacy, not a Bloomberg terminal, not an MBA. You have discipline. You have patience. You know how to delay gratification and trust a process that doesn't show results for months. That's it. That's the whole game. And I'm going to prove it to you. Block 1. The parallel nobody talks about. Here's something nobody in the finance world will tell you because it sounds too simple. Investing and building a physique are the same process. Different inputs, identical logic. You go to the gym 3 times a week. You don't see anything for 6 weeks. Then something starts to shift. By month 6, you look different. By year 2, people ask if you've been working out your whole life. Now replace gym with monthly stock purchase. Replace 6 weeks with 6 months. Replace 2 years with 10 years. The mechanism is literally identical. It's called compounding. In the gym, it's progressive overload accumulating over time. In investing, it's returns generating returns on top of returns. Same curve, same patience required, same psychological war you have to win against yourself. The difference is that in the gym, you can see yourself in the mirror. In investing, the mirror is your portfolio, and most people can't stop checking it every day, panicking every time they see a bad angle. Block 2. The science behind it. A peer-reviewed study published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology found that people who engage in regular long-term exercise show significantly enhanced self-control compared to sedentary people. Not just in the gym, in every area of their life, financial decisions included. In a separate study in the International Journal of Behavioral Nutrition and Physical Activity found that people with consistent exercise habits are more likely to exhibit discipline and consistency in their professional and personal lives. In plain English, the gym trains your brain to be patient and systematic, not just your body. Angela Duckworth, the psychologist who wrote the book on grit, defines it as the combination of passion and perseverance for long-term goals. Her research shows it predicts success better than IQ, talent, or any other variable. People who have been training consistently for years have already proven they have grit. They just haven't applied it to their money yet. Block 3. The gym bro who should be rich. Let me paint you a picture. There's a guy at your gym, been there every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 3 years, never misses. He tracks his macros, sleeps 8 hours, doesn't drink during the week. He looks incredible, and he earned every single bit of it. Now ask him about his savings. Probably sitting in a current account earning 0% while inflation eats it alive. Or worse, he panic sold his first stock purchase when it dropped 15% and never went back. This guy has already demonstrated every single quality that makes a great investor. Consistency, long-term thinking, discipline over motivation, tolerance for short-term discomfort in exchange for long-term results. He just doesn't know it yet. Block 4. Motivation is garbage in both. Here's something every serious gym person figured out around month 3. Motivation is useless. You don't go to the gym because you feel like it. You go because it's Tuesday and Tuesday is leg day. Full stop. Motivation is an emotion. Emotions fluctuate. You cannot build a body or a portfolio on something that disappears the moment life gets hard. This is exactly why most retail investors fail. They buy when they're excited about a company, sell when they're scared, and sit on the sidelines when they feel uncertain. They're investing with their emotions. That's not investing. That's gambling with extra steps. The gym teaches you that results come from systems, not feelings. Same rule applies. You buy your $500 worth of stock every first of the month. Mark it up, you buy. Mark it down, you buy. And actually you're getting more shares for the same money. Same as buying chicken breast in bulk when it's on sale. You don't ask yourself if you feel motivated to go to the gym on a rainy Thursday at 7 a.m. You go. Same energy applied to a brokerage account. Block 5. The plateau is the same. Every person who's trained seriously hits a plateau. 3 months in, nothing is changing. You're eating right, sleeping right, training hard. The scale doesn't move. The mirror looks the same. Most people quit here. The ones who don't, the ones who trust the process and keep showing up, are the ones who look like they actually train. The market has plateaus too. Sometimes worse. It goes negative. It drops 30% and stays there for 18 months. The news screams recession. Your portfolio looks like it's never going to recover. The investors who keep buying through that, who treat the red numbers as a sale rather than a catastrophe, are the ones who compound real wealth. Kobe Bryant called this the Mamba mentality. Not special talent, not unique intelligence, just an obsessive commitment to the process on the days when everything in you says to stop. Kobe applied it to basketball. When he retired, he applied the same mentality to investing. He put $6 million into a sports drink called Body Armor and watched it grow to $200 million. Exact same discipline, different arena. Block 6. The real enemy is the same. In the gym, your enemy is not the weights. It's not the pain. It's the version of you that negotiates. The one that says, I'll go tomorrow, I'll start Monday, I'll cut when I feel more ready. In investing, your enemy is not the market. It's not volatility. It's the version of you that reacts. The one that sells when prices drop, chases a tip on social media, or waits for a better moment to start. Both enemies live in the same place. Your prefrontal cortex is struggling against your amygdala. The rational long-term you versus the emotional short-term you. Training consistently for years literally rewires that battle. Research shows chronic exercise strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for self-control and long-term decision-making. You're not just building muscle. You're building the exact hardware you need to be a disciplined investor. Block 7. The people who already got it. Shaquille O'Neal invested in Google's Series A round in 1999. He put money into Ring Doorbell before Amazon bought it for $1 billion. He invested in Lyft years before it went public. Was Shaq a financial genius? No. He was a guy who understood the long game. The same way he understood that showing up to practice every single day, even when he was already the best player on the court, was the only way to stay there. Magic Johnson turned $40 million from his basketball career into a $1.5 billion empire. Real estate, Starbucks franchises, sports ownership. Long-term, boring, consistent compounding. Glover Quinn, NFL safety. Lived off 30% of his salary for his entire career. Invested 70%, doubled his money, retired comfortably at 33. These aren't financial wizards. They're athletes who applied athletic discipline to money. If you've been training consistently for years, you've already proven something most people never will. You can commit to a process that's uncomfortable, boring, and invisible in the short term because you understand the long game. That's the entire mental framework you need to become a successful investor. You don't need to understand derivatives. You don't need to read macro reports. You need to find great companies, understand what they do, buy consistently every month, and not touch it for 10 years. You already know how to do this. You do it every week. Now go apply it to your portfolio.